Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. In the previous video, we maxed out a ton of social links and got them to rank 10, specifically strength, which we'll get to later. However, when we were doing all that, Liz called us and said we can go to the next floor of Tartarus, which we're going to be doing in this episode. Oh yeah, actually not the next floor, but the next block, which is very important because the next block has extremely powerful shadows that we can take on, which are going to level us up super fast. Which, unfortunately, was kind of like good and unfortunate because I don't have Mitsuru here to level up. She's currently like a level 40, I think. She's going to be replacing Akihiko soon. And I know there's a lot of Akihiko fans out there, but you gotta understand it's very like strategic standpoint. It's not like favoritism or anything. So yes, we need to get out of the last floor of Tazia and not fight any more red shadows, because those red shadows aren't going to be very helpful to us anymore, since the next area that we're going to be encountering basically has nothing but red shadows, because red shadows are weak or stronger enemies that appear in weaker zones, blah blah blah. You already know. I've already explained that element of the game to you. So what are we going to do now? We're basically going to test out Cert on these new enemies, which are going to appear, and they're going to be really squishy because he has Ragnarok, which does a ton of damage, and it's blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's going to be really fun. I like this next block, kind of, and hey, that staircase and giant red carpet weren't there before. What's the deal? We might as well pick this up. Oh, we never got old document 7? Crap. Oh well. Doesn't really affect me at all, but oh well. Let's climb up again to the next block of Tartarus, block number 5, which is Harabah, which looks really weird, and there's something very different. There's different enemies too, be careful, blah 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 blah. So yeah, this is the next place, and it's gonna look really, really goofy. Don't know why it looks like this, but yeah, do not get, don't let the floor and stuff distract you. I know it can be very difficult to see enemies sometimes. And okay, the Apostate Tower, yeah, this thing's weak to fire. Are you ready to see Ragnarok in action? This is gonna do so much damage. Yeah, that was pretty awesome, huh? Yes, Cert is hecka OP, and wow, Titania of the Lovers. Well, that's definitely pretty cool, but I want the EXP leaves, because those are OP. And yeah, they're level, or like 8 leaves now. It's pretty darn cool. The max is 10, but those are in the final area of the game. Let's hit this enemy and see what it is. So what's the difference between this area and the other areas of the game? Well, basically, you know how other areas of the game were split into multiple sections? Not this place. It is literally just one gigantic zone. Yes, you can fight all 5 bosses and get to the top if you're strong enough at the very beginning. It is kind of crazy. That being said, there's over 20 different shadows to encounter in this area alone. So there's going to be a lot to cover, however, and now's probably the best time to do it. And another Os. I want the coin, though. Actually, no, we have enough coins. Let's try and get as much EXP as we can. So once we get to level 59, we're going to be doing tons of damage thanks to a certain persona that we're going to combine. And we're also going to get a new weapon, which is going to help us out a ton. Let's see what this enemy is. So far, we've seen 2 enemy types, and oh boy, another Scarlet Turret. Well, we've seen this guy before, but since it's a new video, might as well see him again. Let's bust out our Succubus and let her use her Zeodyne on this tank. And I wonder if our all-out attacks are going to be enough to take this guy down. Granted, my Zeodyne's doing like half his HP bar, so who's to say, really? These enemies were the red shadows in the previous area, so now that we're actually fighting them in the zone that you're supposed to fight them in, I don't really know if they're going to be that hard to take down. Our party is getting just so strong, it's like crazy. Even Junpei is like a force to be reckoned with, and Yukari stopped actually missing with her bow, which is very nice too. So yeah, Scarlet Turret only level 58, I believe. Let's actually see how much EXP we need to level up. Status, let's see. Oh, actually a lot, which is sort of unfortunate, but it's okay. So let's actually, oh gosh, that is not where the exit is. Let's see. Man, this place looks so stinking groovy and rare form. Okay, we're gonna sneak up on this guy and try and get him. Dang it! No! No, get him! Why is the rest of my team just sitting there doing nothing? You are all idiots. Ugh. Oh well. There's a time place to farm rare forms, and now is not the time. And yeah, the stairs for this place look really cool, but all around, I really like the design of this area. It's very groovy indeed. Let's see who these dudes are. Oh my gosh, it is Kaiden Musha, which they're actually only weak to light and resist all forms of attack. So do we have anyone with like Mahama or anything? I don't think we do. Wait, doesn't Cert have it? No, does she? No. Let me see. Yeah, he has Mahama. So let's see if we can get lucky and do a Mahama attack. Granted, I do not have Mahama boost or anything that would let me do extra Hama damage or just higher Hama accuracy. But despite that, I seem to just kill him in one hit, so that's pretty handy. When you actually get Hama to connect is actually a very good attack. And okay, it's going to be the 5th card, and now it's going to be the 2nd card coming down to get the coin, which gave us a ton of money. And then we even got 2 diamonds for that, so that's pretty nice. It doesn't really seem to be that much else on this floor. It seems to be really small, actually. Let's see. Oh, wow. I take it back. This place is huge. Let me see if there's a rare treasure, though. No, not down that hallway. Or corridor, or whatever the crap you want to call it. Let's see. Oh, there's a rare form. We're going to let this guy pass and see if he turns around. There seems to be a ton of rare forms for some reason on this floor. Come on, turn around, and you know you want to. Yes. Oh, this is so awesome. Okay. Super. So we have another rare form, which, since he's kind of on the highest floor, he's gonna give us a lot of good stuff, which we definitely want. Let's gonna see if an Agidyne connects, and yes, it 4,000 damage. Oh my gosh. Actually, not Agidyne, that was Ragnarok, and we got another Nihil sword. So that was kind of good. I'm gonna need a lot of Nihil swords, basically. Actually, I'm going to need 2 more, I believe. One for Mitsuru and one for myself. I'm just giving me like my super late game sword, which is basically the last sword I'm going to need for the game. But yeah, so that was definitely worth it coming back down, and I kind of want that chest. So I'm going to turn around and fight this dude. Dang it, I ran straight into him. That's rather unfortunate, but despite the fact that we got hit, I think we'll be okay. These crazy twins, yeah, they just do like Zeodyne attacks. And if they did do any Bufu stuff, we'd still be okay. And hey, we haven't even seen Io yet from, actually not Io, Isis, from Yukari. Her persona in battle looks really cool in my opinion. Probably one of the best designed personas in the game. That's just my opinion. So far we've seen 4 of the enemies that we can encounter in this gigantic block. Gigantic, literally. I'm going to have to cut out a lot because the floors of this place are quite ridiculous. And another Os. I have Os, right? I actually don't remember, but it doesn't matter since we're getting a massive amount of money. And wow, these enemies aren't even, like, relatively, like, they don't pose a threat to me at all. So I guess maybe we'll skip some of them. And I do not want to stay here forever because the Reaper will appear and kill us, and that will not be good. Because even how strong you think you are, you'd be surprised. The Reaper is pretty much stronger. That's all I'm going to say. The Reaper is a deadly foe that we do not want to encounter. And alright, Harabah. Better get used to this place because we're going to have to make like repeat visits to here because it is so big, dude. It's like the biggest area in the game. Luckily, we're feeling great. And okay, we have to get to the I don't know which floor she said, but I'm pretty sure it is the 171st floor. And we're getting closer and closer. Let's try and see if we can't find any new enemies, though. So I definitely want to show off every single, like, model that the game has for shadows. So I feel like you guys, like, you know, deserve that much at least. Let's hit this dude. And unfortunately, we're still running into repeats, which is kind of aggravating, but I kind of understand why the game's doing that, because this place is literally, like, I think it's almost, like, 70 floors or something, but you know, there's stops in between, so don't fret. We're actually kind of running out of magic. Not magic, SP is what I meant to say, and wow, that was really worth it. It gave me a ton of yen. It's getting a ridiculous amount of yen so far, and our party seems to be pretty well equipped too, despite the fact I haven't really gone shopping for armor at all in this, like, series, so I guess that's pretty good. Sometimes penny pinching really does save the day, and hey, well, it's just a straight up shot to the next floor. So what do you guys say we climb up? And I'm not really, my memory of this boss isn't really too great, and I was actually wrong. I counted it's 50 floors, not 70. That'd be sort of ridiculous, but yeah, let's go downstairs really quickly, and I'm gonna save because I really need to. And okay, I decided to a little bit of grinding as I usually do. I'm now level 58, and I'm pretty sure our personas are relatively the same. However, we will not be needing Eligor anymore, so I'm just going to dismiss him, and Hanuman is also not really necessarily, since we maxed out those 2 Arcanas. That just means Succubus, who's pretty good for Auto Churakanja, Parvati, who's all around just pretty good, and this Narasimha, who we're going to be using to fuse our next persona. So the first thing we need to do is we need to actually summon a Dominion. Dominion is going to be very helpful, and how do you get Dominion? Well, to get a persona of a certain Arcana, you basically just fuse, like do a triangle fusion. And how do you do a triangle fusion? Well, exactly, are we triangle fusioning? Why can't I talk today? I don't know. I just don't know, man. Well, we're going to take an Angel, a Virtue, and I believe a... Is it a Power? Oh, I still haven't... Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a little confused. I got, like, Archangel and Powers, like, expressions confused. Anyways, now that we have that, you can actually do a triangle spread, basically to get any persona you want in the game. So we're going to combine 3 Justice to make a very strong Justice Arcana persona. Dominion level 42. Dominion is... Well, you can find him actually inside of Tartarus, but I was kind of lazy. And I didn't feel like doing that, so I'm just going to summon him right here. And that's basically how you can do that. There's a lot of combinations you can do to make Dominion, but this is the one that I'm going to do. And he's going to inherit some semi-good skills like Endure Dark and crap like that, but none of these are really going to be that great. Oh, Hama Boost. We may want to pass that on. Actually, probably, maybe? I don't know, maybe. And yeah, Mazionga. I decided to just do the fusion off screen though. Like I already have the desired persona that I want with the moveset that I want already. But yeah, decided to hold off on that. Next, we're going to combine Dominion and Narasimha to make Suzaku. Yeah, if you ever actually watched Code Geass before, you may recognize that name a little bit. He is of Temperance. He's an okay persona, nothing really too great. He does get Agidyne though, so if you're searching for that and you do not have Omanunishi yet, this guy's pretty good too. He has pretty decent magic and agility, which is well appreciated, but he is not really the persona that we're searching for. The next boss is going to do heavy magic attacks. Actually, like, it's going to do slashing attacks and electricity. So we need a persona that can counteract that. And what is that persona gonna be? It's gonna be, well, we're gonna find out in a second. Just be a little more patient. So, okay. So we've burned through like a ton of personas. Now it's time to combine Okomanishi and Suzaku of the Temperance to make no, not Siryu. What the dump am I doing? What the dump am I doing? I need to get another persona of the Temperance Arcana, which should be a Matama. So let's go to Temperance. And let's, not Genbu, Nigi Matama. Yeah, this little guy that we got when we were first leveling up Bebe's Social Link, which was a really long time ago, like at the beginning of the game. Holy crap, that was a long time ago. It's kind of funny. But yeah, Triangle Fusion, Nigi Matama, Suzaku, and Okomanishi to make Bayako, the Temperance Tiger. He is really stinking good. The moves don't matter on him since I already have the moveset that I want. And yes, he is a very special persona because he's going to resist actually, he's completely nullify electricity and resist sword attacks. Very, actually drains it. That's even better. Gosh, yeah, he drains electricity and he's very strong against slashing attacks. If you're having troubles against this next boss, get this guy. It doesn't matter what skills he has. Deathbound, though, is pretty helpful. I'm not gonna lie, and Ender, and we'll get rid of Growth. I'm not a fan of Growth, honestly. I really am not, but that's besides the point anyways. So now that has been said, I'm going to load my save with the proper Bayaku. I think that's how you say it. Byuko, I don't know. I'm going to load the save with the proper moveset that I want on him, so I'll be right back. And alright, I am now back with Bayako, who now has skills that I want on him. He has Mazinga, Elect Boost, Deathbound, Infuriate, Fire Break, Mighty Swing, and Zeodyne. For those who don't know, Bayako is one of the 4, what are they called? Like, they're kind of like mythical beasts in, like, you know, Asian, like, lore. It's kind of cool. But yeah, we're not going to use Bayako yet because we still want to use Auto Turakaja. He's basically a white tiger. He's really stinking cool, and he's, I think, like, a symbol of, like, if the ruler of a certain kingdom is virtuous, it's basically a sign, you know, that the white tiger is a sign of good happiness things, okay, but he's gonna kick a bunch of butt. The other, like, mythical beasts are Suzaku, Genbu, and I can't think of the 4th one, but I'm pretty sure it's a... Ah, wow, that completely slipped my mind. I have no idea. Gosh, I'm trying to think. What are the 4 beasts? And shut up, man. I ain't got time for this. So these are the Judgment Swords. We're going to switch to Bayako. And like I said, he is pretty much invincible to these guys. We're just going to be spamming Deathbound and doing massive amounts of damage. Now, we are going to crit a lot because I'm feeling great, which is really stinking helpful. And okay, as long as Akihiko doesn't do anything stupid. Oh yeah, the 4th mythical beast was a dragon. Yeah, it's that Seiryu guy, which we haven't shown off yet. But yeah, I leveled up a ton actually, and just grind, honestly. And stinking Yukari got hit. That is relatively aggravating, but it's not the end of the world. And oh gosh, they're actually not hitting me, which is kind of a problem, but it doesn't matter. We're going to spam Deathbound, which, yes, these guys, they resist fire. They resist, actually, no, they completely nullify fire. They resist all, like, physical attacks. They're only weak to, I believe, Ice and Garu. But we don't have those abilities right now. So we're basically just going to spam physical attacks and hope that we get a crit. We block that, you fool. And Tempest Slash going to come in. Tempest Slash is the most threatening attack. It does an unfavorable amount of damage, and you punks heal me. So, yeah, we're basically just going to spam Deathbound, and since we grinded a little bit, these guys are going to go down relatively quickly. I can't recommend this persona enough. Also, if you maxed out Chariot, which I don't... Well, I mean, you could have done by now. Thor is also really helpful. And, yes, finally, Yukari has Dioran, which heals people for 100%. It's just not like a big heal anymore. It is literally just 100%, which I wish she would have used it on herself, and she's dead. Super. Apparently, she couldn't dodge enough, which is annoying. And, yes, and it's pretty much GG at this point, because, like, they can't kill me. No matter how hard they try, they are not gonna win. So it's kind of over. Well, I guess I could dodge it, but... 1 down, just 2 more to go. I guess I could revive Yukari so she gets some pretty decent EXP, but... that'd be wasting one of my revival beads after all. I'll do it. I'm not a complete jerk. Maybe after 1 more Deathbound, though. I just like using this attack. It looks so stinking cool. Reminds me of like a galaxy, kind of. He just goes... Just like spams. It's really cool. And Junpei's gonna activate Blade of Fury, which is hopefully gonna... It didn't do anything. Come on, dude. You're Junpei, for crying out loud, man. You're like our main damage dealer. And Marakunda, that is like, they can debuff us all they want, but the fact of the matter is, unless they get like chain crits on my team members, I'm not gonna die. Like, it's pretty much GG at this point. And yeah, they're extremely low. Junpei should end that one off, and then I'm going to revive Yukari. And yeah, it's pretty much the end of the battle. As soon, like, just basically get a high enough level to where you can summon that persona, and then you're golden. Like, seriously. And he's just gonna heal me more. It's like, it's so over. Anyways, we're going to use my revival beads and bring Yukari back to life. Alright. She has Recarm now, which is very handy, so you want to keep Yukari alive because she can revive your other party members, which is really stinking important. And why is she getting hit? It's so annoying. I did a practice run and, like, she was dodging every single time. It's whatever, though. The final Deathbound is most likely going to connect, and that is the end of the battle. Oh my gosh, it has like 10 HP. Thank you, Junpei, thank you. I've had a bad habit of like, it's over, we won, and it's like not even relatively over. Anyways, that is the first of 5 bosses of this block of Tartarus. Yeah, we're just getting started, but all in all, I need to see. Well, request healing a little bit, pick up the item, and then go back downstairs. Because well, this has been sort of a long episode. We did a lot of grinding. Actually, okay, so we took on the boss, and we got our feet wet in this level. So I think we accomplished a lot. We took on a lot of floors. I mean, we were here, so it's like 11 floors. That's not bad, in my opinion. And we took on a boss, so thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode of Let's Play Persona 3, though, we are probably going to continue on because, well, that block is huge, and I want to get done with it ASAP just so we can concentrate on doing mass social links. So see you guys in the next episode when we continue on with the 5th block of Tartarus. Bye.